What's going on, guys? County Games back here again. So today we got B.o.B, one of the best rappers back in the day, guys. He was like 2010, 2012. Airplanes, part 2, featuring Eminem and Hayley Williams. So Hayley Williams sings the hook. We got B.o.B with a couple verses, and then Eminem with the last verse. So we're gonna break this one down. Hopefully it's absolutely fire. As always, I haven't listened to it in a few years, so this one should be sick. Also, super motivational, guys. You know what I mean? I'm all about motivation on this channel, kicking ass at your goals, guys, doing everything you guys want to do. Ain't nothing stopping you guys to do what you guys love to do. You know what I mean? Be happy, guys, because, you know, do what you love, all that kind of good stuff. Because I truly believe that if you're happy every single day, guys, I believe Aristotle said it. I've read this book like I'm reading it again. I've read this book over like 10 times. So Aristotle, Mr. Aristotle, if you guys read that book, the Nicomachean Ethics, absolutely fire. So we're gonna get straight into this one. He talks about basically, you know what I mean, just a happy man will never be driven off his purpose, will always be happy with everything he has, no matter how little, whatever. So do your purpose, guys. Find your purpose and run with it. So let's get straight into this one, guys. Like the video, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Also subscribe. Love you guys all, and let's get straight into my B.o.B Airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
So Hayley Williams saying here, can we pretend that the airplanes are shooting stars? Because she needs a wish. I need hope. You know what I mean? I need luck right now. Basically, I need a miracle right now.
Wish right now.
Let's pretend like it's 98, like I'm eating lunch off a styrofoam tray, trying to be the next rapper coming out the A, hoping for a record deal to ignore my pain. Now let's pretend like I'm on the stage, and when my beat drops, everybody goes insane. Okay, and everybody know my name, and everywhere I go, people wanna hear me sing. Oh yeah, and I just dropped my new album. On the first week I did 500,000. Gold in the spring and diamond in the fall, and then a world tour just to top it all off. And let's pretend like they call me the greatest, selling out arenas with big ass stages, and everybody love me and no one ever hated. Just try to use imagination.
That's fire. So basically just first verse, nice and easy. B.o.B coming in and saying, can we just pretend that I have all these amazing things? Like, my album goes crazy, you know, I'm on a world tour, you know, nobody hates me, everyone loves me. Can we just pretend for a second that I have all these amazing things? Obviously, it's not like that at all, guys. You know, it's the complete opposite. But, you know, B.o.B saying, can we pretend it's 98, you know, way back in the day when he first started rapping, and he wants to pretend it's like way back then, and like, you know, it's not the shit, it's like the really good times, you know, but you gotta have the shit with the good, right?
And that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Okay, let's pretend like this never happened, like I never had dreams of being a rapper, like I didn't write raps up in all of my classes, like I never used to run away into the blackness. Now let's pretend like it was all good, like I didn't live staring in the notebook, like I did the things that I probably knew I should, but I ain't have neighbors, that's why they call it hood. Yeah, now let's pretend like I ain't got a name, before they ever call me B.o.B or AKA Bobby Ray. I'm talking back before the mixtapes, before the videos and the deals and the fame, before they ever once compared me to Andre, before I ever got on my space, before they ever noticed my face. So let's just pretend and make wishes out of airplanes.
It's crazy, guys. A lot of these boys are saying, can we pretend that, you know what I mean, I didn't just grow up just obsessed with the music, staring at the notepad, you know what I mean, but I didn't have people calling me B.o.B, Bobby Ray. He said I didn't have my mixtape, his first album ever was Cloud 9. He said I didn't have the fame. They didn't compare me to Andre 3000, you know, 3 stacks. He said before MySpace, you know, let's pretend and make wishes out of airplanes. Basically, let's just pretend that none of this happened. And where would we be without it? Basically, it's, you know, where would you be without your purpose, guys? You know, nowhere probably.
Let's just pretend and make wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes
And then you have the airplane flying in the background. That's fire.
night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
Fire.
And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream.
So they're saying that actually all happened, but it's just a, you know, they're just saying, it seems like yesterday this was just a dream. You know, like they wanted this to all happen. It all came true, but they're thinking about the times before when they got famous. This is all about just like, you know, revisioning before they were famous, before they had any of this fame, you know. And it's just, you know, what would have happened if I didn't get it, you know, kind of thing. They're just basically giving thanks that they're so lucky that it did pop off, you know.
But those days are gone, they're just memories. And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream.
And then it starts to echo, and then Eminem's voice you can hear in the background. It seems like yesterday was just a dream. Obviously, everyone has that, you know, rags to riches stories. B.o.B and Eminem both have those rags to riches. Eminem grew up super poor, you know what I mean? Now he's super famous rich. You know, I love this kind of echo of this sound. It's fire.
And it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream.
It's fire.
But those days are gone.
Alright, let's pretend Marshall Mathers never picked up a pen. Let's pretend things would have been no different. Pretend he procrastinated, had no motivation. Pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin they could blow away with the wind. Marshall,
So, let's just break this one down a little bit. This is absolutely fire. He's saying, let's pretend things didn't. So basically, let's pretend Marshall Mathers never picked up the pen. So he's saying, like, what happened if I never started writing music? You know, what if I just stayed procrastinating? He said, let's pretend things would have been no different. You know, let's pretend he procrastinated, had no motivation. You know, if you procrastinate, have no motivation to do anything, you never do anything. You know, so you gotta just kind of really go with it. Don't really think too much about it. You know, just kind of go attack your purpose as much as you can. He said, pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin. So that were just like, just made excuses. Oh, I could never become this because, like, you know, but you're not even. But Eminem's saying here, but like, you're not even trying. Like, if you don't even try to do your goal, then how the hell you ever expect to achieve anything? You know, no matter what it is. So Eminem's just super motivational. This is fire.
pretend he just made excuses that were so paper thin they could blow away with the wind. Marshall, you're never gonna make it. Makes no sense to play the game. There ain't no way that you'll win. Pretend he just stayed outside all day and played with his friends. Pretend he even had a friend to say was his friend. And it wasn't time to move and schools weren't changing again. He wasn't socially awkward and just strange as a kid. He had a father and his mother wasn't crazy as shit. And he never dreamed he could rip stadiums and just lazy as shit. Fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. You want him out the shit, quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic.
Yeah, this one really like pulls at the heartstrings, guys, because like, you know, he's just basically saying like, let's pretend, you know, I never had a father. I never grew up like, my mom wasn't crazy as shit, and I could never dream that I ripped stadiums, and that I was just lazy as shit, you know, that I didn't do nothing. He's basically saying like, fuck a talent show in the gymnasium, bitch. Like, you're not, you know, you're never gonna rip huge stadiums. You know, you're just gonna be lazy as shit, just always staying in the same place. So, fire, guys, fire motivation.
Show in the gymnasium, bitch. You want him out the shit, quit daydreaming, kid. You need to get your cranium checked. You're thinking like an alien, it just ain't realistic. Now pretend they ain't just make him angry with this shit. And there was no one he could even aim when he's pissed it. And his alarm went off to wake him, but he didn't make it to the rap Olympics. Slept through his plane and he missed it. He's gonna have a hard time explaining to Hayley and Laney these food stamps and this weak shit, cause he never risked shit. He hoped and he wished it, but it didn't fall in his lap, so he ain't even here. He pretends that.
That's crazy. Basically, this one's crazy. This last part here, he's saying fuck talent show. He's saying you're not gonna amount to shit. Quit daydreaming. You know, get like a regular kind of thing. He said you're thinking like an alien. It just ain't realistic. You know, this is basically in quotation marks. He's basically saying what everyone said to him. He's saying that he can, and there was nowhere that he could aim when he's pissed. You know, so he takes that anger out in his music, guys. As always, saying he said he missed his plane to the rap Olympics. That's how he actually blew up and Dr. Dre signed him was because he went to the Rap Olympics in LA. He came second. He didn't become first. You know, when Eminem went to the Rap Olympics, he actually came second out of the competition. And then, you know, he just, you know, gave a CD to somebody, and Dr. Dre actually ended up listening to that CD, which then inevitably led to him being listened to Dr. Dre. He said, "You're gonna have a hard time explaining to Hayley and Lainey," so those are his two daughters, that you never risk shit. You know, he hoped and he wished for it, but he never actually risked it. He never took the opportunity. He never took the chance to just at least give it a go. You know, it's fire, guys. And then he's saying, "But let's pretend because you weren't even here." He's basically saying that he would have just killed himself, like, which he attempted suicide before Eminem. You know, super sad. So he's basically saying, "I put everything into this." It's just absolutely fire, guys. You know, how can you not love Eminem? It's just insane.
So he ain't even here, he pretends that
Airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now.
Fire. So obviously Hayley Williams singing the hook here. Alright guys, so you guys have, man, that's B.o.B. Airplanes Part 2. There's a Part 1 as well, guys. Everyone knows about that already. But this one is absolutely fire. So Eminem and Hayley ripped that one up as well. Hope you guys like that, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys all, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.